favorite part about being a barber is a lot to do with the relationships, and along the way I found something deep inside of me. I didn't really recognize it until I'd been in the industry for a long time, and it was actually never doing hair that I was passionate about. What I was passionate about was being in service to others.
I noticed straight away that in school, on the barbering side, I was just way happier. It was more relaxed, it was fun, it just felt like me. Whereas cosmetology didn't feel like me, and I thought that's the direction I was gonna go. I thought I was gonna be a fancy colorist in a female salon, and little did I know clippers and razors and all that drew me in way more than color did, and luckily for me it's been a really fun career and I've really enjoyed it.
I am a small business owner and a barber. I co-own 2 barbershops in the Salt Lake area, and I also run a book of business and take care of my lovely clientele. I've been in the barbering industry longer than I haven't. So I started when I was 17 years old.
I am a barber and the co-owner of Salt City Barbershop. I've been barbering for almost 16 years.
I've been barbering for about 11 years. I kind of fell into barbering, and I'm glad I did, because I feel like it's like, I would have never guessed. It was more a matter of convenience based on where I lived. There was a shop that I could walk to. I was like, I could learn how to barber. So I did. It's been great. It's the biggest blessing I can have in my life.
The relationship between a barber and a client has so much to do with the longevity of how long you're going to keep that client in your chair. Having that interpersonal relationship and making that client feel like they're part of your life, like they're more than just a client, they're your friend.
It's the clients, it's the opportunity to be able to me being like a 29-year-old female, yeah, I have a lot of hobbies and different things, but most of my best work, my best time spent is always behind a chair.
Being in a primarily male-dominated industry as a woman takes a lot of confidence. And lucky for me, I have very strong male influences in my life and have really found my place and found a niche and really learned how to just own my power and not really care what other people think. And know that, I have a place in this industry too. And I know that because people want me here, because people want me to cut their hair, and just knowing that, I get to stand in my own power, even if people might not, be approving or see it that way.
Opening a shop during a pandemic, I was actually pregnant with my daughter as well, and that wasn't even the hard part. The hard part was just finding the bravery to do it, and then little things like getting supplies, getting our signage up, things were backed up, things took longer. People's spirit about it was not as great. People had more doubts, and there was a lot more naysaying about this shop than the other shop because it was a bigger risk. And so that in general created an energy that was harder to deal with, but we're so glad that we did it.
So opening up a brand new business in the middle of a pandemic was risky. It also, to me, it seemed like a very safe, calculated risk. We had already started our branding, our name was getting pretty well known, and in our current location, we really didn't have any room to grow. We didn't have room to take on new clients, we didn't have room to take on new barbers, and the pandemic hit. And then all of a sudden, all these retail spaces are closing down, and I had been really wanting to open a second location before the pandemic came anyways. I had been looking for a second location 2 years previous, and then all of a sudden all these opportunities started presenting themselves. And it just was like, you know, we have no room to grow where we're at. And we may as well do it while there's great deals on retail space and, you know, all these spots are opening up. And the risk felt very calculated to me. Even though a lot of people didn't understand it, I felt very misunderstood. But I had a lot of support and a lot of network that wanted to see it be successful. And especially the support and blessing of my business partner, which I would have never felt safe or comfortable taking on that risk if it weren't for her and knowing that I had that counterpart of me.
That was tough. Not being able to barber, just not being able to cut hair and kind of do what you're doing. That was really tough. But I think that was tough for a lot of people. A lot of people got kicked out of their industries and kind of got turned upside down. And but as far as being a barber specifically, I don't think so. I mean, these guys opened up a shop in the middle of it, which is like, I felt like we were pretty like bulletproof. If I'm like working with people that like, they say in times of scarcity, if there's blood in the water, like be a shark. And I feel like this was like pretty cool.
If I could let anyone that's hesitant about trying out a barbershop or our barbershop, that our main goal is to make every kind of person comfortable. There's all sorts of different types of people, styles, cultures, and our goal is to be 100% comfortable for every kind of person. So if you are ever feeling hesitant and not sure if you'd fit in or that you would like the experience, I can guarantee that you will feel comfortable coming to our shop, and we will have a barber that fits you. And that's the best part about us, is that we have a barber for each type of person and personality, and we're here to help find those magic fits with barber and client experience.
I would say for anyone who hasn't been to a barber shop that's curious about what the experience is like, just know that the experience is going to be completely different. It's not going to feel rushed in and out. So if you're that type of person that's like, a haircut is more mature and I want it done in 15 minutes, maybe a chain salon is good for you. But if you're that type of person that really wants to give themselves that time and give themselves like something like to like treat themselves, a barbershop is going to be a great fit for you because you get the interpersonal relationship. It's going to be a more customized approach to a haircut where we're going to really take our time and hone in on those details, and you're going to get more of like a mom and pop warm kind of shop feel versus just like feeling like a number going in and out of a salon.